Packers and Bears from Soldier Field in Chicago. Jay Cutler got another new head coach here. John Fox, his debut. Aaron Rodgers has a new guy in his ear calling plays. And looked like more of the same, although that's like vintage, right? That's like a couple of years ago.
It's kind of
Packers,
like vintage,
right? James Jones.
Where did he come from? He came out of nowhere.
How about the confidence in Aaron Rodgers to throw that ball back from the DB, knows he's got no risk, and what a play by Jones.
Recently reacquired and in the end zone for a 13-yard
Back
score.
Tony Driver.
Second quarter here,
Donald.
Sam Shields is going to jump off sides here on this field goal attempt. And so the Bears get new life, and so they'll take the field goal off the board. 4 plays later, third and goal from the 1, and it pays off. Matt Forte punching it in from the 1-yard line.
John Fox, defensive coach, he wants to rely on the running game. Matt Forte in this front did a nice job today.
16 carries, 105 yards in the first half alone for Forte as he gets that TD to put the Bears on top 10-7. Third quarter now, same score. Packers ball. Rodgers. Is that James Jones again? Everyone thinking Randall Cobb, right, might be the one, kind of racking up all the fantasy points in this one. Well, good news, fantasy fans. He would get his hands on a touchdown from Aaron Rodgers there in the fourth quarter. Flag on the defense, though.
What a throw.
Yeah, perfect throw. Great catch by Randall Cobb. And the Packers are on top 24-16. So next Bears possession, Jay Cutler. Looking for Marquise Williams, gain of 50 and a first down. Marquise Wilson, sorry about that.
Yeah, Washington State Coug. He was all inspired by the big Coug win over Rutgers the other day.
Is that what it was?
Oh, yeah.
3 plays later, second and goal from the 2. Cutler's pass for Eddie Royal, nearly picked off by Micah Hyde. He'd get another shot at it. 2 plays later, third down failure. John Fox going forward on fourth down. Packers sending the blitz, and Cutler looking for Eddie Royal. That didn't get anywhere near him.
Jay Cutler must have missed that game with Washington State and Rutgers.
I don't know how Vanderbilt did this weekend, but here's Aaron Rodgers, 3rd and 3, up 24-16, under 7 minutes to play, and cannot extend this drive incomplete for Eddie Lacy. Packers would punt.
Relax.
So Bears with another shot here. 1-score ball game, but Cutler
Clay Matthews, relax.
picked off by Clay Matthews. Penalty on the return. Interception would stand. Possession still with the Packers. Here's another look at it, LeVar.
It's a very nice zone drop break on the quarterback. He set when the quarterback set. He got in the throwing lane. Jay Cutler telegraphed the pass, and Clay makes a great play on it.
So the Packers take over, and Aaron Rodgers going back to the well, looking for James Jones. Has the second-year corner Kyle Fuller in coverage, and he gets the call. PI in the end zone, set it up at the 1, and Eddie Lacy going to punch that thing in, and that would virtually seal it here. Packers on top 31-16, but Jay Cutler trying to get things going under a minute to play.
Martellus.
Yeah, we're going to call that a garbage time touchdown for you fantasy fans out there. I know DJ was happy about this one. Martellus Bennett getting into the end zone.
Still got a shot at an onside
kick. And that's not Brandon Bostic. That is a...
Yeah, you're not going to see
that is still a fresh wound.
Yeah, you're not going to see Green Bay.
Sorry, peeled off the scab on that one, didn't we? Packers win 31-23. Rodgers 18 of 23, just 189 through the air. Did have the 3 touchdowns, 2 to the old and new James Jones. And Cam Newton, 2 touchdown passes, and the Panthers are 2-0. Now to Chicago, where the Bears welcoming Carson Palmer and the Cardinals into Soldier Field there. And boy, look at Tony Jefferson picking off Jay Cutler, pick 6. But Cutler goes down on trying to make the tackle. He'd head to the locker room, would not return. Hamstring injury was the call on Cutler, so Jimmy Clausen into the ball game for the Bears. Cardinals ball here, up 28-20. Palmer
flicker.
To Larry Fitzgerald.
That's like running the wishbone offense.
Look at Arizona, 48-23.
How about it?
Carson Palmer, 17 of 24, 4 touchdowns on the day as he led the Cardinals to a 48-23 victory over the Bears.
Speaking of 0-3, somebody was falling there in Seattle. Hey, Cam, welcome back to the party.
Cam.
Now the Legion of Boom. Is it that cold?
Is that beast mode?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was limited because of a bad hammy. Now, remember what happened last year? Seattle, this was at St. Louis.
Okay.
And the old okey doke,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Tavon Austin thought he was
Fooled
returning the punt
everybody,
and fooled
including the
everybody.
cameraman.
That's a great
Yep.
fake. That's one of the greatest fakes.
So Pete Carroll put this in the old memory bank, and he said, you know what? I'm going to bust this out today.
Yeah, let's
We're
do it.
0-2. We're not scoring offensively. So what happens? Watch Richard Sherman on the other side. He's the guy fielding the punt, not Tyler Lockett.
Beautiful.
Only thing about it, Richard is really not.
Look at Richard Sherman. You got to beat the punter.
Really not that fast, y'all.
Beat the punter.
That's why you got to appreciate his defensive cornerbacking ability so much better because he's not that fast.
Look at the rookie.
Opening kickoff of the second half. This time Tyler Lockett is the guy with the ball.
Why are we showing this?
It's a big player boo-boo. It's definitely a boo-boo, so it must be a big play.
Guy's played 3 career games. He has 2 career return touchdowns. That's a $1.05, and it's 13-zip.
You know, and he ran a punt back already this year, and he ran 2 of these in preseason. This guy, the rookie from Kansas State, is dynamic. Tyler Lockett.
Pete's loving life. Of course, his team
Now,
didn't have much of a struggle because they were playing the Bears, who, by the way, punted on all 10 of their possessions today.
At least
Yeah.
they didn't turn it over.
Yeah.
they should make them go to the airport and catch a flight home.
They had Jimmy Clausen at the helm, did the Bears. And finally, Jimmy Graham got utilized properly. 7 for 83, including that touchdown. And Seattle pitches the shutout.
Well, I guess it is officially autumn, right? And the autumn wind is a Raider heading into Chicago as the Blackhawks hanging out with the Stanley Cup there, defending champs in the NHL.
Hey, Jay Cutler.
Inspiring the Bears, perhaps, and Jay Cutler in the starting lineup.
They came out frisky today. Jay Cutler was on point.
They're finding Eddie Royal for the touchdown, and the Bears are on top early to start, but Robbie Gould has that extra point blocked by Danico Autry.
I truly believe that I have a fantasy curse. Everybody I choose for my team does something horrible. Something horrible happens. I think I'm going to quit fantasy football.
That's it? You're 4 weeks and done?
Yeah, I think I'm
That's
going to
gonna do it.
forfeit.
Second quarter, we'll give you another shot here. Raiders ball, Derek Carr going deep for Amari Cooper. We're down 2 sideline photographers, but I think we have a touchdown, guys.
Yeah, I think he has a touchdown, and he picked up like the 8-10 split of photographers
Right?
in the end zone.
8-10. Initially called an incompletion, but Jack Del Rio says, I want to challenge this thing. I think my rookie receiver got it. And as
It's
you
a
see,
close one, but he got it now.
that right foot, the foot was still down as he was
That
catching
one,
it.
right, the plant foot.
Yeah.
It was close.
It was really close. Overturn. Give Amari Cooper another touchdown on the season. And we've got a Raiders lead. And we're adding to the lead now as Roy Halou goes in for a 40-yard touchdown. That after a Cutler mishandled snap, guys. So it was a turnover there for the Bears. Raiders on top 14-6. Back comes Cutler, though. And where was the defense?
He was
on
covering
Martellus Bennett?
Martellus Bennett. I don't know, but he got open, and Jay saw him.
It was the autumn wind. That's what was covering.
I'm not saying Jay has a favorite target, but he did throw the ball 13 times to Martellus Bennett in this game.
Yeah, 5-yard score had the Bears within a point. Next Raiders possession, and Carr picked off by Pernell McPhee.
Certainly not his fault on this one. Got to catch the ball,
Yeah,
son.
Latavius Murray has this one go right through his hands, really right off his hands, and into the waiting arms of Pernell McPhee. He'll take it.
It's not December, but it's a gift.
Led to a Robbie Gould field goal. Bears on top 16-14 at the half. Coming out in the fourth quarter here. Raiders ball down 19-17, and this is Latavius Murray again contributing to another turnover. This is a pitch, and it just drops it. Ball security, young fella. And Sam Acho recovers it. And on the next Bears possession, you see here, that's
You
got to
forgot
kill you.
something.
Carr and Murray talking it over, trying to figure it out. Said, hey, we're still in this thing. But Jay Cutler going to try to put him out. 3rd and 1. Cutler. And he is picked off by Charles Woodson.
You know, that was probably the only reason for the incoming graphic for this game was because of Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
Of course, he's a Raider.
A Pirate. 6th career interception in 8 games at Soldier Field. Hard. Penalty was on the Raiders after the pick, so it backed them up a little bit. Next Raiders possession, Carr throwing to Crabtree. He's got him for 13. Jay Cutler just watching here as he just threw that pick. So 9 plays later on a 4th and 3. Janikowski goes 41 yards and good. And the Raiders back on top 20-19.
All these missed field goals today around the NFL, but Seabass, no worries.
Steady.
Dead red.
Steady as they come. Jay Cutler trying to engineer the comeback with under 2 to play. There's another one to Martellus Bennett.
He
gained
caught
7.
11 of those 13 targeted passes.
That a
he hauled
4th
in.
and 5. So here's the 1st and 10, 6 plays later. Under a minute to play. Cutler to Marcus Wilson.
Nice ball.
Got it for a gain of 9.
If he could just make those throws consistently and his guys could catch them.
So that, of course, setting up Robbie Gould.
Robbie
Here you go,
Gould.
DeFar.
We are.
49-yard field goal attempt.
Let's go, Robbie.
For the win.
Make us look good.
With a little bit of wind, as you see on the ribbons.
Go ahead and kick it.
And he's done that before at Soldier Field. The veteran nails it. Bears with their first win of the season, their first of the John Fox era. Cutler back in the starting lineup, 28 of 43, 281 and 2 touchdowns. As you said, DJ, 11 catches for Martellus Bennett. Had the 1 score. And the Bears, winners 22-20, as the Raiders now fall to 2-2.
Second and 11. And Cutler is down for a safety. And the ball came loose to the Chiefs recover.
Well, we talked about that center, Grassou, Dontari Poe. He's been quiet of late. He comes right up the middle. It's Howard. It's Alvin McKinley. Pressure up the gut. They attacked the rookie center. That ball is loose prior to him going down. This may well.
Tony Correnti signaled touchdown.
And I believe it will stand. That ball's out.
Jay Howard and Alan Bailey forced the fumble.
See the pressure right up the middle. Before Cutler goes down, the ball is loose. Rameek Wilson falls on it. Touchdown for the Chiefs defense.
Smith gets rid of it quickly. Anthony Thomas. He's got room. He takes it in. Touchdown.
From Oregon, you get him in space. Watch Macklin, Conley, as they throw the bubble to DeAnthony Thomas. Both the receivers at least get in the way. Terry Porter takes the inside route, and DeAnthony Thomas has too much speed. If he gets that corner, watch out.
So that ends that drought for the offense for the Chiefs, as their offense started in good field position at their own 46, and they drove it home. Bears have all 3 timeouts remaining. Cutler looks left, being rushed, puts it up for the corner for Wilson. He's got it for a touchdown. Great throw, great catch, and the Bears come up big.
That was a sick throw by Jay Cutler. Off his back foot. Putting that ball up only where Marquise Wilson could catch it. You cannot do it any better than Jay Cutler just did it in that situation.
Second career touchdown for Marquise Wilson. He caught one last year. The Bears have to go for 2 to try and make it a 3-point game. All the receivers out. He dropped the ball. Cutler gets it back and throws to Forte for a touchdown.
He drops the ball, keeps his eyes upfield, and throws just a perfect pass.
On the way, it's no good. The game is over. The Bears have come back to win it, 18-17.
Bears, Lions, Matthew Stafford coming off the first benching of his career. And up in the second quarter, Lions up 1. hitting Golden Tate, but ball's loose. It was ruled an interception on the field.
Let's look at that again, Chris.
Yeah, however, every turnover is reviewed. And Dean Blandino, the vice president of officiating, said because he was not falling to the turf and had already crossed the plane of the goal line, that is indeed a touchdown. It's not like the Calvin Johnson play against Chicago years ago where he was falling to the ground. So that's the difference here.
I like the call.
Yeah. You do like the call?
Yeah.
I think so,
guys
too.
In the bar think it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
That's always fair. So the Lions are up 8 at the break. Third quarter, Jay Cutler looking for Alshon Jeffrey, who had a big day, and picked off by Rasheed Mathis.
It's a good two. Both of these quarterbacks going to show you similarities.
They'll keep the other team in the game, won't they? First interception of the year for Mathis. Then T.J. Jones back to return a punt, waves it off. Corey Fuller's leg accidentally touches it, and guess who's going to recover? Yeah, the Bears.
That ain't my Corey Fuller from Florida State.
No.
MC!
So it was indeed a live ball. Yeah, there it is. Second muff punt of the game for the Lions. I know what we're working on this week in special teams.
Let's
Jim
quit
Caldwell.
muffing punts around here.
Next Bears drive, Cutler to Jeffrey. He's such a difference maker when he's in the lineup, which he hasn't been much of the year. The tall guy. The tall guy. I see you working out. So the Bears are down 1. Well, he is for the other team usually. Stafford. First time since week 14 that he had more than 300 yards passing, but this was another Stafford-type play picked off by Jonathan Anderson.
These two quarterbacks right here.
So here come the Bears. Cutler. To Jeffrey, no, but there is defensive holding on Josh Bynes.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
2 plays later, Matt Forte's going to plunge in, and Chicago's got a 7-point lead.
You need to free Forte, man. Just let the man go to another team.
Here come the Lions, down 4 at this point after kicking a head-scratching field goal. Stafford incomplete to Lance Moore. Flag on the play, though. Pernell McPhee, that's roughing the passer.
You got to stay off the quarterback's legs.
So half the distance to the goal. That's a first down. Next play with under 30 to go. Stafford, Calvin Johnson.
Oh, just like that.
Everything works when you do it that way.
And the Lions have the 3-point lead. But wait, don't forget about Jay Cutler. To Jeffrey for a gain of 24.
9 seconds.
Wow.
Don't worry about the flag. It was PI on the defense. Then Cutler to Marquise Wilson. That's incomplete, but there's a flag on the play of PI. Bless
How
you.
you can have pass interference with a man behind you in cover 2?
So Robbie Gould descended to extra football in Motown for those winning Lions. Wow.
Overtime.
So the Bears, second drive of overtime. That means next score wins, guys. Cutler looking for Jeffrey, knocked away by Darius Slay.
Flag there.
So here come the Lions. Stafford.
I know what you're thinking, Jeffrey.
Threw for 405 on this day, looking for Calvin Johnson. 6 catches, a buck 66 and a
Throw it up to that
touchdown.
guy right there. He's going to make a play for you.
You got one-on-one with a safety.
Cover 2, the safety takes him over, and it's a mismatch.
So here comes Matt Prater to make sure the Lions don't finish 0-16 for the second time in their history.
27 yards in overtime.
Everybody celebrating in Motown. That was an exhausting highlight just to do. I can't imagine how those guys felt out there. Good for Jim Caldwell and his guys. They finally get that win.
AFC North to NFC North here. Let's go Vikings and Bears. John Fox and Mike Zimmer, your 2 head coaches here. So let's go. First quarter, Bears. Punting, Marcus Sherrills. Guys, one of the better punt returners in the league. And shows you why here, around the edge, and nobody can catch him.
Watch this right here. Just a little bit of a move. You don't have to do too much.
Looks like that was a design play, a punt right. Yep. You see everybody setting up the wall to the right. He got around the outside.
65-yard punt return for a touchdown for Sherrills. Vikings on top 7-3. Now up 10-3. Teddy Bridgewater looking for Stephon Diggs.
Forced that one.
That's Kyle Fuller.
Yeah.
the former first-round pick out of Virginia Tech, second-year player now with the INT. Bears get nice field position off the turnover. 3 plays later, Jay Cutler for Alshon Jeffrey making a play in the end zone.
High point ball skills, Willie. I'll put Jeffrey up there against anybody.
Yeah, that was a great play, man. When he's healthy, he's one of the better receivers in the league.
Well, look, and that's why the Vikings went out and got Xavier Rhodes, right? Big, tall, physical corner, tried to make those plays in the end zone.
Yeah,
tough duty.
Easier said than done.
It was good defense. I mean, it was just a little bit better on the offensive side.
A bit of a hold-your-breath moment here for Bears fans as Harrison Smith makes the tackle on Matt Forte. He would leave the game with a knee injury, did not return. So Jeremy Langford, Michigan State, getting a lot of run in this game as well for the Bears. Tied at 13 here, under 9 minutes to play in the game. Fourth quarter, 4th and 1, Cutler to Alshon Jeffrey.
Have a reliable go-to guy in situations like that. Jeffrey can stretch you out down the field, but you know he's going to catch everything you put on him.
10 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown for Jeffrey. And how
I'll
about
just
a
take this
touchdown for Jay
wow.
Cutler?
Lowering the shoulder right there.
Takes a big hit.
Or did he give the hit? Looked like he gave that hit out. He dropped the shoulder and knocked the DB off.
Fell forward, right?
Yeah.
Nobody will question Jay Cutler's toughness, man. Look.
Put the Bears up 20-13. Next Vikings possession. Bridgewater is going to keep it himself. He's got a little more wheels than Cutler.
He's smart. He's sly.
Yeah,
he got out.
That one.
Yeah, he's going to get out.
19 yards on the scramble for Teddy B. 2 plays later, 2nd and 9. Bridgewater to Stephon Diggs. And look at Diggs go.
He's starting to force the ball a little bit to Diggs, and for good reason. I mean, he has made plays the last couple weeks after the catch, too, Willie. I love what I see from him.
When you can trust the guy to make big plays after he gets the ball, that yak yardage.
Yep. And how about some more yak
there
for you,
go.
Willie? Makes one little spin move.
On cue.
He go.
On cue.
He is a nice-looking young player.
6 catches, 95 yards, and that touchdown to tie it up at 20 for Stephon Diggs. And, yeah, he was pretty fired up on that one, and with good reason.
It's a balanced team in Minnesota now offensively. Adrian's running the ball really well. Now Diggs getting going in the passing game.
So next Chicago possession, 3rd and 5 for Jay Cutler. Has Jeremy Langford, who has the ball in his hands and just cannot corral it.
And Matt Forte, he doesn't drop that ball.
No.
Yeah. When
dual threat.
had a chance to continue that drive, instead they had to punt it away back to the Vikings. So Teddy Bridgewater under a minute to play, going up top, and he's got Charles Johnson.
He hung up in the air.
That's having a little bit of trust in your receiver. Like, that wasn't a great pass by Teddy Bridgewater, but he had a lot of confidence in his receiver, so he threw it up there.
Charles Johnson, big 35-yard gain there, would set up Blair Walsh for the win from 36. It is good. The Vikings keeping pace now in that NFC North, although the Packers are threatening to run away with that thing. But
just chopping wood.
Yep.
One game at a time.
23-20. Vikings improved to 5-2.
It's a sneaky good football team. 5-2. Nobody's talking about the Vikings.
Year 2 under Mike Zimmer.
When they put in guys that you know not the big dogs, you don't have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers losing to the Steelers on Monday night back in Week 5. Keenan Allen, of course.
That was Keenan Allen.
Oh, for the year.
That was J. Cole.
Separated at birth. Well, the night did not start well for Cutler.
That's right there. Pick 6 to the house.
Picked off Jason Verrett. When this kid has been healthy, he has been some kind of cornerback for the San Diego Chargers. Cutler can't believe it. As we take another look, Verrett.
They were just off right there.
It's a bad throw. Throw behind him. It's a good play by him. He's one of the better cover guys in the league, though.
Scrappy. This is Chicago's ensuing drive. Cutler on the play fake finds Martellus Bennett for the touchdown. And with that, Cutler becomes Chicago's all-time touchdown passing leader, passing the great Sid Luckman.
Congrats, Jake.
Wow, that record stood a few years, huh?
Fourth quarter. Chargers lead down to 2 Rivers to Stevie Johnson. You knew he had to play a bigger role in the absence of Keenan Allen.
I know Stevie really well. He's just emotional. He wanted to get in the end zone for a touchdown, so he didn't do it to hurt the team.
This is 3 plays later. Rivers buying time.
Here's the touchdown.
We've seen this 1 or 2 times. Antonio Gates in the back of the end zone, but a penalty marker on the play.
Right here. He's just trying to get a block. He's just trying to do his job. It's tough.
DJ Fluker, ineligible man downfield.
I'm thinking Rivers is going to take the sideline.
And if this is anybody other than Phillip Rivers, that might have been a touchdown by the quarterback.
So San Diego would settle for the field goal, their lead at 19-14. That look of Mike McCoy telling the story. This is Chicago's ensuing drive. Alshon Jeffrey.
Oh, he caught that ball with his hands.
Posted him up.
Yeah, he was
boxing him out.
Yeah, LeBron had you on his back hip.
Look at Zach Miller. One-handed touchdown catch. Miller, a guy who had been out of the league the last 3 years, his first touchdown reception since week 4 of 2011.
Sometimes your guys just have to make plays. You know? I mean, and Zach.
And be lucky, because, you know.
That's good feeling.
Bears would convert. A 2-point conversion up 22-19. One last gasp. But Rivers sacked.
Lamar Houston.
Jumped offside a couple times, but guess what? I'll take those sacks at the end of the game to make up for it.
Just don't hurt yourself at the end.
On a 4th and 23, Rivers just throwing it up.
Jump ball. Now, that's bad football right there. He's supposed to go up and spike that ball down. Don't take a chance trying to catch it and flip it to the
or at least catch it.
Or it might pop it into the wrong person's hands for a touchdown.
Off to St. Louis here, Bears and Rams. Wes Welker active for the Rams after being signed earlier this week. Nick Foles going to find his running back, Todd Gurley, in open field. That's a tough matchup for anybody.
He was a track star in high school. Guess what he did, LeVar?
Hurdles. He got
Pretty good
that
form on that, too, right?
He had some good form.
All right, Gurley, 31-yard catch there. 4 plays later, he's going to finish it off in the end zone. 6-yard TD, 7-play, 80-yard drive to kick off the scoring. Rams on top 7-0. But the Bears fighting back. Jay Cutler to
Zach Miller.
You remember him from a week ago. Miller just outrunning everybody. How about 87 yards later? It's a touchdown.
Yeah, Jay Cutler's thankful for those yards, but that was all Zach Miller. It's called yak.
And then look at Alshon Jeffrey downfield. Nice block of Janoris Jenkins.
You've got 2 guys leaving their feet to tackle a tight end. Not the best effort there. No.
So with that touchdown, we're tied at 7. Next Rams possession, 3rd and 7. Foles, you know who that is? Wes Welker. Is it like a rule for all the Rams receivers? You gotta have a number in the teens. Kenny Britt,
10,
Tavon,
11.
Yeah, there's number 19.
Most of their 80 numbers are probably going into retirement soon.
Yeah, Bruce, Holt, you're right. Rams will kick a field goal there. Second quarter. How about Jeremy Langford picking up 11? 6 plays later.
How about Jay Cutler?
How about Zach Miller? Where did he come from?
I don't know.
Been in the league for
who
nearly a
used
decade.
him on their fantasy team?
2 touchdowns on the day for Miller's. Cutler's on fire.
Langford.
In the first half.
Is Matt Forte sitting there feeling a little bit of pressure right now?
Well, I guess, I tell you what, Matt Forte is a free agent, and Ryan Pace might be saying so long after the production here from his rookie running back out of Michigan State, Jeremy Langford.
Nice job, too, scheming that up. You know that front's going to come after you, set up a screen beautifully. Their wide receivers blocked their butts off today.
Big play. Look at Jeff Fisher trying to get the crew fired up here.
Well, that's when you know it's bad.
Jeff Fisher, former Bear, so you know this one means something to him.
Yeah.
24-10, Bears on top. Big plays for the Bears, and there's the Rams' big play guy, Tavon Austin, as he has a completion called back on a holding penalty in Greg Robinson. Take another look. Robinson just kind of
mistakes will
hanging
kill
on
you.
For dear life. Tavon's like, come on, man, let's go. Next Rams possession, Foles to Brian Quick. Gain of 37. There's an 80 number for a Rams wide receiver. Tackled at the Bears 23, led to a field goal. Bears still up, though, 24-13, fourth quarter. Desperation starting to set in for the Rams. Down 27-13, 4th and 7. Johnny Hecker faking the punt, and, well, the Rams' special team mystique seems to have been wearing off a bit.
Bears are finding themselves.
Fake punt unsuccessful. Rams would Bears would kick a field goal off a turnover. They led 30-13. 4th and 6 again here. Foles looking for Brian Quick, broken up by Super Bowl hero.
You do know what that meant right there.
Tracy
It means
Porter.
he was locking him up. Like he was
locked
down. No go, no fly zone.
Next possession, Langford, 6-yard touchdown. He had 7 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown. Added 73 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Impressive day.
Look at Willie Young.
Spartan.
Big Willie Young.
Picking off Nick Foles.
Come on, long Willie Young.
Willie Young.
Don't let him pull your pants down, Willie Young.
7th round
Make that
pick of
play.
the Lions a few years ago. 2nd year now with the Bears, and has a big pick here to seal this one as the Bears going to win.
That's a great illustration of the type of season they're having. Not just the type of day, the type of season.
But how about
Rams
the
are
last
having.
couple of weeks now for the Bears, as they've improved to 4-5, and the Rams now falling below 500. Todd
They
Gurley.
keep playing this way. They can make this. I mean, Green Bay. All right, they can make this thing a little interesting as it goes down the stretch.
Well, the Packers have suffered their 3rd loss of the season, 3rd in a row. And look at the Bears, the only team yet to really hold Todd Gurley in check on a full workload. It's 12 carries, though, 45 yards and a touchdown.
And that's John Fox, by the way, because I don't know how many Bears defenders would start for the Rams. Not many.
Who is Brock Osweiler? Well, we'd find out here on this day from Soldier Field at Chicago. Broncos, of course, taking on their old head coach and offensive coordinator, John Fox.
I'm sure John is sitting there like, really? You're starting somebody else? Really? This is what I'm in Chicago for? This is what this was all about?
But check out Brock. Right to Demaryius Thomas. Seen that a time or two. Run after catch, just stays in bounds.
Nice play. Nice balance.
Broncos
Didn't know where he's
off to a
at.
good start here.
Absolutely.
And it was Jay Cutler, though, also playing against the team that drafted him, number 11 overall, back in the 2006 draft for the first time in his career. Here's Cutler, down 10-6. 3rd quarter, picked off by Danny Trevathan.
The linebackers can fly there in Denver. You lock on, they will undercut it and get you every time.
Trevathan, Marshall, Shaq Barrett, Von Miller. I mean, yep, they got a studly crew out there. Trevathan giving the Broncos a short field. Now under 5 to play in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 1. And Ronnie Hillman trips up.
That's that turf monster.
Osweiler has 1 touchdown and 1 tackle. Unfortunately, he tackled his running back with his foot here.
Size 16 boots got him. And the Broncos will turn it over on down. So big stop for Chicago with an assist by Osweiler's foot. But Bears get a field goal, so they're still down a point. And Osweiler, nice little boot there. You said that, DJ, that's the kind of stuff that
that's
he
Gary
he can do.
Kubiak's former tight end and his offense, and you see it look a lot like Matt Schaub right there.
Then Osweiler to... Who's that, DJ? Is that a Hoosier? There he is. Cody Latimer with the touchdown. The former 2nd-round pick a year ago into the end zone.
He's only about 13 touchdowns away from Rhett's projection for the year. That is hilarious.
Did you have him on your fantasy team?
I did not. That is
okay.
it's the scout team hooking up. Osweiler to Latimer. They get it done for real. But back comes Cutler and the Bears. Big play here for that Chicago offense. Marcus Wilson from Cutler, and then Cutler here on 4th and goal. Looks like he thought about running it and then just kind of tossed that one up. Incomplete.
That's the Jay Cutler you didn't see last week and you didn't need to see this week if they were going to win.
All right, so now it's 17-9, under 3 minutes to play.
That's Von Miller.
Von Miller coming around the edge.
Yeah, you can't spend too much time hopping in the pocket when you got Von Miller screaming off the edge.
The way that thing gets eventually picked off there, off the lineman's back, and Malik Jackson with an interception, first career pick. Next drive, though, Osweiler gets sacked by Willie Young, 9-yard loss. So the Broncos don't get a whole lot off the clock. They punt it away, so the Bears have another shot here. Down 8, touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying it. Here's Cutler, again under pressure. And he gets it off. Zach Miller, 20-yard gain.
That's his guy.
That is his guy last couple of weeks, right? First down now, 5 plays later after a defensive pass interference. Jeremy Langford into the end zone for the score.
Budding
and
young star right there in Jeremy Langford.
Now we just need the 2-point conversion, right? Going to give it back to Langford, but the Broncos defense stands strong. No two-point conversion, and that would do it. Osweiler, 250 through the air, 20 of 27 in the 2 touchdowns. How about Ronnie Hillman goes over 100 as well? And the Broncos halt that 2-game losing streak. They are now 8-2.
I know it was for us here at NFL Network. This was the 3rd and final game of the day tonight. J.J. Watt tweeting, I grew up in Wisconsin, watching in awe of number 4 every Sunday. Yes, Brett Favre was on hand, being honored.
Little Wayne, he's a Packers fan, despite he's from New Orleans. People down Who Dat Nation not too happy about
The
that.
Lambeau legend, and there's another Lambeau legend, Bart Starr, making his final trip to Lambeau Field. What a moment this was to have the 2 best quarterbacks in Packers history. Aaron Rodgers and Favre hugging it out. Wow. Eddie Lacy. What would we see from him today?
A screen pass.
Well, this worked out pretty well.
Yeah, this big boy can move. They got him going early tonight. He almost dropped that ball a little early, Willie.
Yeah, we were a little worried about that, but he did cross the line.
I was worried about him making that Lambeau leap, to be honest with you.
Bad.
I'm just saying.
It was close, though.
Yeah, it was close. Both of them. The ball crossing the line and him getting up on the Lambeau leap. But he did.
Yeah, he got up.
He got it. All right, so Eddie Lacy saying, this is how I did it. I used my legs, I jumped really high, and I made it into the stands. Here's Eddie again.
Well, this is what makes this offense extra dangerous, but you can't do that, Willie.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the defender came from the back. We were taught in practice this to draw the bar out. It's a great play right there. But you got to know in traffic, somebody's going to be punching at the football.
Someone's coming from every angle.
Yeah, this time it was Chris Brzezinski. Lamar Houston recovers for the Bears, and the Bears are trying to make something happen here, and that's exactly what they do. Jake Cutler to Zach Miller. Oh, Zach Miller does score touchdowns, by the way.
He has more than Bennett. More touchdowns than Bennett. And I don't understand why nobody covered him, because he is a red zone threat.
Well, here come the Packers. James Starks picks up the first down. And Lacy's looking on from the sideline here. 2 plays later, 2nd and goal. Rodgers connects with Randall Cobb, who is stopped short of the end zone, but there's a flag on the field. Take a look at this.
Well, they actually call this a pick play. This is, you see JJ kind of pushing a little bit.
He extended the forearm.
I get it, but listen, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it should have been a call.
Packers had to settle for a field goal there. Cutler here. To Marquise Wilson.
I see a 10.
That's ruled a touchdown. It will be reviewed and then marked down at the 1. And on the very next play, they give it to Jeremy Langford in for the touchdown. The last Bears rookie with a rushing touchdown in 4 straight games, Walter Payton, 1975.
It's good company. Langford's good, but he's still no Matt Forte. Don't get it twisted, Bears fans. Uh-oh. He's talking about getting it twisted.
Yeah, J.C. Trotter's snap never gets off the ground. Rodgers falls on it, but you can see he gets up, but he's not feeling too good. Clearly in pain.
Tell me what that feels like, Willie, when you get that nerve and that elbow hit.
Yeah, you know, it's not a good play for the quarterbacks today.
Right. The hand goes numb, Dan. It burns like you know what.
I used to give those. I never really had them.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. When you're carrying the ball and those elbows are always getting hit, not fun.
Sometimes it happens to me when I'm typing and I hit my pencil. Just saying. All right, 4th quarter.
Next highlight, Dan.
Rodgers on 3rd and 5. He finds the open man. Oh, no. The play was blown dead.
The key word is unabated. The rule is in to protect the quarterbacks.
Yeah, neutral zone infraction. 3 plays later on 3rd and 10. Rodgers, look out. Here comes Willie Young.
No protecting Aaron there. Just more issues with this offensive line. Willie starts the dance, sees the yellow flag, Dan, pauses, and then he'll finish it.
It's okay. It was on the Packers.
Because it's holding. Exactly. It's holding on
They had to punt. Here's Cutler here. He mishandles his snap, but he does get it back. They still
you knew it'd be, taking care of the football because of the weather.
Wet weather.
Just a little bit.
Well, and his left hand was probably still numb. Actually, that was Cutler, wrong quarterback. There we go. Oh, that's not like Aaron.
Picked off by Tracy Porter. I like the way Tracy Porter played tonight, by the way.
Yeah, Porter had a good game tonight.
Tracy won the Saints a Super Bowl with those ball skills right there.
Back in 09, right?
Rodgers was throwing to an area.
Yeah, a spot.
It looked like Adam stopped.
Yeah,
actually.
I see it. I see it, TP. former teammate of mine. Good kid. Good to see him back and healthy.
Well, Bears get the ball back. Here's Jeremy Langford on 3rd and 14.
Ooh. 33 made a good effort trying to get in there.
Just short of the picking up the first down. Packers use their last time
right here, Dan?
punt.
2:53. Aaron gets the ball back.
Oh, I think it's in the bag.
Another Lambeau comeback.
Another one.
So finds Randall Cobb for 32 yards, who gets out of bounds at the 19.
Yeah, and you're thinking, okay, a minute 45. We've got a lot of time.
But a lot of time. Yeah.
Okay, Aaron, here we go.
3 plays later, just over a minute left, he finds Devontae Adams for 8 yards on the first down.
First and goal at the 7 with a minute 9 left, Willie.
3 plays later, 30 seconds left. Rodgers escaping pressure. James
A lot of fans
Jones
jumped
can't
out of
hold
their
on to
seats,
it.
but had to sit back down because he dropped the ball.
Sit down.
And
Sit
Porter,
down.
once again, making a good play on the ball.
Well, Dan, to your point, tight window throw that tonight just didn't get home.
Usually those turn into touchdowns with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, this was it. 4th and goal comes down to this. Rodgers trying to squeeze it in there for Devontae Adams, but a little high and maybe a little too much
They
heat.
dropped 7 and rushed 4 on this play. So they had a lot of guys in coverage to cover the receiver.
Well, yeah, you saw that kind of picket fence lined up on the goal line. They were going to make it tight, and they made it tight. They did.
And Bryce Callahan there playing the defense. Jay Cutler.
So I'm keeping that football, Dan.
Yeah, well, it's his first win in Lambeau in 5 tries.
Good for him.
You know, he should keep that football. Jay Cutler playing the best football he has played since his first year as a starter, a stretch of 5 games. And the Bears now at 5-6. The Packers dropped to 7-4.
There, hashtag it up, vote. We'll have the results.
I would
later.
say neither.
LeVar, in the meantime, I'm going to take you to Soldier Field, where John Fox and the Bears
Woo, jump it. What a
had the Seahawks
nice
and sent
play.
the 49ers in town there.
Little film study there by
That
Jimmy
is.
Ward.
Jimmy with the flip in the end zone, too. Pick 6 of Jay Cutler. Yeah.
That's what I'm used to seeing.
Matt Schaub's going, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, come on. 6-6. A couple missed extra points in this game, too. This is an odd play. Matt Forte is going to end up with the football in the end zone. Rockabye baby.
Put him to sleep.
Well, it didn't put the 49ers to sleep. They still had plenty going. As they get back into the end zone here to tie this thing up, Shane Drone.
Robbie Gold.
Oh,
Seeing him
Robbie,
miss these.
come on.
40-yarder.
Oh, you got to do that.
More to come from Robbie Gold, too. All right, let's take it to the 4th quarter. We're still tied at 13, and Jay Cutler will get two blitzers. One of them late was Jaquiski Tart, who went SummerSlam on Jay Cutler.
Samford, Jaquiski Tart.
Oh, when you see that hand go like that, you want to be concerned.
Had to be checked out on the sideline, stayed in the ball game. LeVar, here's Jay Cutler. To Alshon Jeffrey with under 5 minutes to play.
More of a great play by Alshon than a throw. But hey, they made it work.
And then it's
this kid right here.
Not Matt Forte.
No, but it's
not
Kadeem.
even Jeremy Langford.
No.
Right. Kadeem with the touchdown
carry. Let me tell you something. They got a future here with these young running backs, some studs.
He just came with touchdown carry.
Yeah,
nice.
they gave him a touchdown
So
carry.
you're saying there's a chance?
How about Blaine Gabbert, though? Let 2
That
go.
wasn't Kaepernick?
No, that was Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, I saw the stride and the speed.
I'm wondering if
People forget Blaine Gabbert
I
could
wonder
run.
if he had already seen Mariota's 87-yard touchdown run. He got close, but tied it. But we're not going to overtime just yet. Bradley Pinion kicks to Deontay Thompson, and he goes 74 yards.
That'll
And the
hurt your
49ers, you're like, come on.
You got a money
Those
kicker?
things are hurt
Bears
your
fans,
feelings.
who'd you rather have out there for the game winner?
Whoa.
What in the Robbie Gold? Misses that one. Second miss from well within his range on the day, LeVar.
Somebody buried something and said something and went to sleep and hoped, and it happened.
So we're going to overtime.
That's some voodoo right there.
Blaine Gabbert letting it loose, DJ. Did you know he had it in him to Torrey Smith?
Oh, that's all Blaine Gabbert does, guys. Big plays.
You thought that's what you were bringing Torrey Smith in to do.
Look, Torrey Smith and Colin Kaepernick never got on the same page this year.
Got on the same page right there.
Gabbert, your leading passer and rusher on the day for the 49ers. As that's an exciting game down the stretch. 49ers stave off elimination. They're still in it.
Do you notice that all the teams losing today has INT after the quarterback on the losing team?
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
It's been a consistent thing.
Got to be ahead in the turnover ratio, right? As well. All right, so the Cowboys were probably watching the Redskins-Bears earlier, pulling for the Bears.
LeVar, you can't say this because you played there. I thought this was one of the more entertaining games the entire day.
I thought it was entertaining, and I thought that it was a statement game as well because you didn't know what this team was going to be able to do on the road. But Kirk Cousins came out firing, as you can see, ran a read option for a touchdown.
Let's also keep in mind this isn't the 85 Bears.
Well, that's fair enough. But they have been playing pretty decent as of late.
Yes.
I mean, they're a little inconsistent.
So you mean to tell me you take Mike Singletary over Shea McClellan? Seriously? With a straight face?
Pretty straight face, yep. All right, so Kirk Cousins, sorry, with a rushing touchdown.
Let's be serious here for 2 seconds.
Jordan Reed.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
He's the truth now.
2 seconds.
Over 100 yards receiving on the day for Jordan Reed. Into the end zone, 21-7. But back come the Bears.
They made the game interesting.
Zach Miller. Revelation this year in Chicago is Zach Miller with Martellus Bennett on IR. Redskins up a touchdown, and Kirk Cousins picked off.
You felt like that was maybe the moment where you said maybe the well had run dry. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Hey, Kyle Fuller.
Yeah.
You like that? Jay Cutler did. Short field for the handoff to Matt Forte. And we're tied up at Soldier Field, 21-21.
You like to see the guys congregate in the end zone. That means momentum may have shifted.
But Kirk Cousins going to try to untie it here on a rope to Deshaun Jackson. But hang on a second here. Watch Deshaun. Is he going to make the catch? Looks like he does get control. But does he also come up a little gimpy on that play too? No, we'll find out. 24-21 after a Dustin Hopkins field goal. Bears here.
You know, that has truly been the strength of this team all season long while they've been figuring it out on offense is the Redskins defense.
Still 24-21 if the Bears couldn't do anything with. Back to the Redskins. Kirk Cousins, 3rd and 6, scrambling all over the place, lofted it up. And
wow. Answered
Matt
prayer.
Jones comes down.
Almost unanswered prayer, but he got it back. He wasn't tagged down, so it wasn't ruled a dead play. So here's a catch. Then he just lets the ball go. That's a fumble.
You better get that thing back.
You got it back.
How did he get it back? He did.
Luck.
Rhett, a lot of questions from you on this highlight today.
However, that jump, the Redskins had to punt on this drive here. Reed, 9 catches to 120 yards and the touchdown. Next Bears possession. Here's Cutler.
This is very Redskins-like, Redskins-esque.
Jeffrey wide open.
You felt as though they were going to let this game slip away from them after this grab.
But leading up to this, I thought they could have got Gold some more yards before this attempt.
50-yard attempt for Robbie Gould, and it has been a rough couple of weeks here for Gould. Some missed the 2 field goals last week. And the Redskins, after the miss, able to hang on 24-21, their first win on the road, just their second road win under Jay Gruden. Now 6-7 as they remain right there on top of the NFC East.
Jordan Reed might be going to Hawaii when the season's over.
I wouldn't see why not.
Down 14-7.
A lot more points to come in that game, I believe.
Jay Cutler and the Bears taking on Adrian Peterson and the Vikings from Minneapolis. 2nd and 8 here for Teddy Bridgewater, and he's going up top for Stephon Diggs.
Oh, fadeaway. Drop that in the bucket.
Nice
throw.
toss, huh? And Diggs has kind of been quiet last couple of weeks, but here, nice reels that one in. touchdown over Tracy Porter in the back corner of the end zone. Brady, that's how you draw it up, right?
And look, Teddy played well against the Cardinals. Look, he didn't finish the game the way you want to finish, taking the sack, but he's got a little momentum going now in his career.
3rd and 5 here for Jay Cutler, and he's got Alshon Jeffrey to get the Bears on the board, bringing them within a field goal. Jeffrey's 4th touchdown of the season. Adrian Peterson on the carry, and we're going to pay close attention to this one because he stays down for a minute. Watch that ankle get just rolled up on a little bit. Ends up being a 9-yard gain. He limped to the locker room, examined, would return, though, in the second half. Did finish with 18 carries for 63 yards. So good news, at least he came back into the game. And we had another Mike Wallace sighting here.
LeVar getting him down the seam a little bit. You've seen him outside. Don't see him working the middle field all that much.
Oh, you don't see him very often, very much anymore.
Let's go 20-yard gain for Wallace, and that sets up Jerick McKinnon. 17-yard touchdown from Teddy Bridgewater.
McKinnon was a very big piece of this puzzle before Adrian Peterson
last year.
back.
That's right. He's a nice compliment to what we're doing the passing game.
How about Teddy Bridgewater with 2 TD passes for the first time since week 7? Remember, came in with just 9, and now with 11. So we're into double digits for Teddy before the half as the Vikings up 17-7
little surprise.
Opening kickoff of the second half. Robbie Gould attempts the onside kick. It's recovered by Sherrick McManus.
A lot of times you'll see the kicker recover that one.
That's Robbie Gould's first ever career successful onside kick. 3 plays later, Cutler looking downfield, but Brian Robinson strip sack. 5 sacks on the day for that Vikings defense, still playing without Linval Joseph. Teddy Bridgewater. Here to Stephon Diggs. Makes a man miss, and he is going to score. What an effort.
He's an injury away from being one of the top draft picks in the NFL draft. Slid because of those questions. But I'll tell you what, the kid is as good as any receiver that's come out in the draft this year.
LeVar, which area of this defense the Bears need to address in the offseason? Don't answer trick question every
Yeah. I was going to ask you.
Jay Cutler, he needs this one back. Attempted a screen pass, and it is Justin Trudeau at the 13-yard line picking him off. 8th pick of the season for Cutler.
Easy interception.
If
that guy drops, easy pickings. And that's what it was, pickings.
Next possession off the turnover for Teddy. Got to come back on here. Can't find anybody open on a 3rd and 9.
I'll go ahead and run it.
And watch the extra effort.
Nice.
Put that pressure on his shoulder. He couldn't hold him up.
Well, we have hang time on that leap.
Well, he kind of got caught, up at the top here. When you see him jump, you'll see him kind of get carried.
I say you got to go ahead and throw him back the other way, but, that's how it works sometimes.
Vikings 31-10 on the Bridgewater TD. Counting for 4 touchdowns, one of them rushing. Only other time that a player has had 4 TD passes in a TD run in Vikings franchise history, September 17th, 1961. You know who that was?
Fran?
Yes, it was.
Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton.
Nice.
38-17 Vikings win. 9-5 now on the season. Looking pretty good as they make their playoff.
Pretty sure it wasn't Randall Cunningham. I don't think they've got their...
Not that far back.
Fran.
So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. O'Donnell blocked. And the ball is bouncing around, but recovered by the Bucs at the 4-yard line. Special team guys work at it, but George comes clean, and they just flat did not block him. It looked like on the backside there that Roy Reynolds just messed that coverage up. That protection up. Jeremiah George wanted to pick that ball up and run into the end zone. 1st and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line. Doug Martin looks for the opening, battles his way to the goal line. He's in, touchdown. Just made for short yardage and goal line. Just inside, just be patient and let your offensive line get a push and fall behind them.
First and goal at the 1. 3 tight ends in. It's Kadeem Carey. Touchdown Bears.
That's just power football. Yeah, I think they'd be wise to re-sign him. I don't think he's DeMarco Murray.
Here's Martin off the screen pass. Slips one man. And the ball comes out. And the Bears have it. The hit. Oh, no, he fell on top of his own man.
Yeah, from that we can't see a knee or anything. Nope, it's out before the knee is down.
Second down at midfield. Charles Sims in at running back. Winston, plenty of time. No one open. And he throws, and he finds Sims open. Sims is going in for a touchdown. Now Sims motions. Here come the Bears. Winston gets rid of it, up for grabs, and it's pulled away by Jones Quartet. He out-muscled him for the ball. In the backfield, laying the fullback. There's Martin, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Good job up front.
There, the ball's loose.
Ball came out. Bears come out with the ball.
Timu.
John Timu, the linebacker, has the football.
Oh, nice hit. Right, Anderson. And it's a fumble. Anderson stuck him right in the face, and the ball pops out. And the scrum ensues. And Timu's the one. He rounded it out. That's a nice hit.
The play fake. Cutler throws to Carey. Touchdown.
You see, he's the fullback. He's the guy. He's going to run right past the blocker, and then a nice job of Langford of getting that defender down. Carries in for 6.
The center goes down. 2 defensive linemen, and he doesn't get fazed by it. They find a way. Winston puts it up top, all the way to the end zone, and it is. It's caught for a touchdown. How about that? Austin Safarian-Jenkins with a catch with 1 second to go in the game.
Tie goes to the runner. Safarian-Jenkins makes the touchdown.
You know what? It's all a learning process for the youngster. Yep. Jameis Winston putting up the Hail Mary pass, and it comes down as a touch. The Chicago Bears, who have played well on the road this season, come up with a 26-21 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both teams are 6-9. Both coaches with great respect for one.
Look with 4 receivers into the short side for Stafford, who's got time to throw to the end zone for a touchdown. It's Tim Wright with his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Lions couldn't have gotten off to a better start.
Boy, the Detroit Lions secondary.
They'll sprint him out on 3rd down. Pressure from the backside. Gets rid of it, and it's broken up by Lawson. And then intercepted. James Ahedebo got his hands under it after Lawson knocked it away.
Well, Nevin Lawson already coming up big in this game. The Detroit Lions end up playing soft coverage. Lawson with the deflection, Ahedebo with the interception.
Still have a timeout left, 23 seconds. Cutler a deep drop, got rid of it, intercepted. Tahir Whitehead using a stiff arm to flip the field and then some inside the 40. Whitehead's first interception of the season totally flips the script on the end of this first half. Lions bring only 4. Anza Borush in his way, but picked up. End zone shot. Touchdown, Joshua Bellamy. Beating Quandre Diggs. The Bears an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, this is the matchup Jay Cutler was working on. It's Quandre Diggs, the rookie nickelback, working versus Josh Bellamy. We talked about at the beginning of the game. Someone's got to step up. Someone's got to make a play.
2nd down and 8 from the 36. Stafford with time. One-on-one for Calvin Johnson. Lays out. Pulls it in. Touchdown Lions.
How could you get rid of this guy after all the production he's brought to the Detroit Lions throughout the course of his career? You got to find a way to keep him in Detroit, to keep this combination together at quarterback with Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson. That play was just one-on-one on Tracy Porter the entire way, and Johnson with the size and the speed to be able to extend to get the football for the touchdown in the end zone. Look at the extension.
Wow. 2nd and 6. Forte motions out, takes the swing. Open field. Forte turns the corner. Block from Mariani. Touchdown for Forte.
First we see a big play by Calvin Johnson for the Detroit Lions. Now we see one by Matt Forte as he releases out into space. One-on-one coverage versus Stephen Tulloch. And once Tulloch's not able to reach him, Forte does the rest. And again, another guy who's going to be going into free agency after this season. You say to yourself, why?
In behind Michael Burton. Play action. Stafford back of the end zone. Touchdown. Eric Ebron to put the Lions back in front. 1st down and 10, and Cutler looks to throw. Pressured by Anza. Got rid of it. Floats up and intercepted by Glover Quinn. Playing in his 100th consecutive game.
For the Bears, they'll still continue to kind of build on some of the changes they have made this year, but questions loom. Adam Gase possibly being one of those head coaching candidates that we're talking about.
All right, that does it here.